Well, for now, we know that there has been a hit on Kyiv, that at least 3 salvos of missiles were fired into Ukrainian airspace, targeting the center, the northwest, Kyiv, and the south. We've heard that air defense is working in Odessa, in Sumy, in Dnipro, and in Cherkasy and Khmelnytsky. Now, it just goes to show that Ukraine has been asking for extra air defense measures, particularly after the arrival of Iranian drones not that long ago, fairly recently, in terms of being able to deal with strikes like this. Not far from where I am, there is the city of Mykolaiv. That has taken considerable numbers of hits by rockets throughout the course of the war. It's had fewer than 50 days since the start of the war without a bombardment. Now, it also goes to show that fears that had been fairly rife with the population after the recapturing of Kherson city by Ukrainian forces have now been borne out. There were a lot of people telling us that they were afraid there was going to be revenge bombings, a response from the Russians in terms of firing missiles or bombardments in return for that. It's something we've seen before. Every single time that there is a major Ukrainian victory, and it has to be said the recapturing of Kherson city was a major victory for the Ukrainians. We've seen the Russians respond in this way with massive amounts of missile strikes. So remember, just recently, around about October 10th, it was thought that Ukraine hit the Kerch Bridge, and another massive salvo of missiles was fired at the same time. Now, looking on the Russian side, it's interesting that they would use this. They do seem to have been reserving cruise missiles for such eventualities as this. They don't have massive amounts of stocks. They don't have the components to continue manufacturing them, so they seem to be reserving them for certain uses. And it shows that by responding now that they have needed to respond. Certainly Vladimir Putin will need to show Russia that what we see in the West as a failing war is still very much in progress on the side of Moscow.